Nightfam, would you still love your partner if they lost half of their body? I am about to tell you one of the most unique love stories in the world. The young couple you see right here are Lauren and Sabia. A very tragic accident happened to Lauren that would change both their lives forever. Because what was expected to be just a normal day at Lauren's construction work ended up with his body being pinned down on the ground by a forklift. Lauren saw his arms and legs being crushed.
His pelvic area, like his pelvic bone, his hip bones, everything was just crushed. They didn't know how to save him.
They decided the only way they could possibly save Lauren's life was to totally remove the lower half of his body.
They told us that without those bones, he probably would never be able to sit up again. He'd be bedbound for the rest of his life.
This sounds tragic, but there was one beautiful and such a strong thing Lauren and Sabia had that changed the entire course of their life. And that thing is called real love.
Waking up after the accident and seeing that she was still kissing me on the forehead and saying I love you really just brought me to terms that this isn't the end and to keep fighting, I guess.
Lauren proved that having this ability doesn't mean you can't love or be loved. His body may be half, but his love for Sabia was whole. She never left Lauren's side. She didn't leave him when he started needing someone to actually lift him up. She didn't leave him every time he needed to change his clothes. She didn't leave him when he had to go back and forth to the hospital. She didn't let him feel the pain all on his own.
It's like pain. Pain, go away.
You're cute. I'm sorry you're hurting so bad tonight.
You're beautiful. Believe me, if she wouldn't have stayed by my side and I would have woken up without her, I probably would not have survived. She is definitely the reason that I survived.
There was never a time Lauren showed any sign of giving up, nor did Sabia. Because for them, all they needed was each other.
I'm happy that I got a second chance with Lauren by my side and that I didn't lose him.
Just look at the way they look into each other's eyes. And listen to the comforting words they always tell each other.
There are plenty of times where we just lay together and cry and break down, but we're able to bounce back from it. How do you stay so positive and happy, babe?
I still have you. We still have a life to live together.
It takes strong love to stick around like that.
And if for some reason you are still skeptical about their love, 2 years after the accident, they decided to tie the knot.
I love you, Sabia. I love you today, tomorrow, for the rest of our life.
When I had a small taste of what life without you, I knew in that moment I never wanted to face the trials that life would present without you by my side. I promise to forever love you, and no matter how rough or scary or hard life gets, I will stand by your side and lift you up when you need me to.
Every moment they spent together was incredibly beautiful.
We're having to transport me in a wagon. If I didn't have her, I wouldn't have a life, so I'm most thankful for her.
I'm thankful that we still have a shot at the future.
Earlier I asked you, would you still love your partner if they lost half of their body? Because when you can imagine yourself going through the same thing Sabia and Lauren went through and thinking of never wanting to leave your partner's side at their lowest, that is when you know this is truly a real love.